What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and I think I'm going to try to just get caught up on some deck profiles the next couple of days, and then go from there. This one's obviously been pretty well requested for good reason. This is the pure Egyptian God build, really, really fun. Nothing meta defining or anything like that. Not as good as the invoked Winged Dragon of Ra deck that I showed you, but that's okay. I don't think anyone is expecting to take this to their locals and go undefeated or anything like that. If you guys haven't watched my videos, I'll try my best to explain like where all of the decision tree comes from, like for ratios and all that, because it is a 45 card deck, and I really do think this is the best. I don't 40 cards. I don't know, man. It just didn't work out for me because you just don't want to draw too many of the same thing at once, but you need all of them in the deck. I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys can break this down into 40, but this is like a working kind of thing too. I mean, I may end up updating this as time goes on, but everything seems to work out pretty well from what I've seen. In terms of just like, if you want to summon the different gods, you want to activate the new cards, this is a decent way to do it. And the first thing you'll notice, before I go into the card by card, is that it is all three of the Egyptian gods in here. And really, it seems like the weakest link is the Winged Dragon of Ra in the deck, but having Ancient Chant, which allows you to tribute summon in addition to your normal summon, is just too important. You're going to need to use that too many times. And it's too awkward to like go to one Winged Dragon of Ra or just a couple. It's because if you draw it, it's dead, man. And because if you only have one Winged Dragon of Ra in your hand, you open it, you can't activate the effect to tribute summon. You have to do that search, so that's the reason for that. In any case, I run two Obelisk, two Winged Dragon of Ra, and two Slifer the Sky Dragon. I used to run Obelisk and Slifer at 3, but it seems to be okay. I mean, you're going to be able to search quite a bit. You're going to be able to look at the top of your deck a whole bunch of times, so this seems to be a pretty good ratio. Guardian Slime, just a good card, man, just in general. It seems kind of silly, and for the most part it is, but it is a decent amount of defense. The only unfortunate part, you're not really being proactive with it, and that's why the invoked Winged Dragon of Ra deck is so good, because you can trigger Guardian Slime. You're not depending on your opponent so much, but still, it's just in terms of Egyptian God support, it's absolutely necessary. It's defense, it's support, it turns into the Egyptian God Slime, it does everything you need out of a card. The 3 Reactor Slime, really good, because obviously it gives you 3 tribute fodder or whatever, and if you don't open up with the card advance or the true name, you do still have the new card, exchanging souls. So there are lots of ways. This card should have been special summon if you control no monsters, or special summon if your opponent controls a monster. I'm still upset about that, but it's absolutely necessary to get Metal Reflex Slime, which is a level 10. So interesting. You can XYZ summon using Metal Reflex Slime, which is really cool. I know Magician's Rod seems very random, but it does help with the consistency. It searches Dark Magical Circle, as you can imagine. So it's just another way to ensure that you can stack the deck with either Archfiend or the True Name. It's central to the entire archetype, absolutely necessary. So that's why I have it in there. The 3 True Name, absolutely. I used to run this at 2, but now that you have things like Thunderforce Attack, because if you end up stacking it and you search, if you see this stacked and you use Thunderforce Attack with a True Name, you can special summon obviously Slifer from the deck and then use the effect immediately. So this card has been buffed like no end with the new support cards. The 3 card advance, again, it's a double summon with a better effect. If you run double summon in your deck, you're very silly. You should just always run card advance, because at least you can stack your deck, even if you're not using it in an Egyptian God deck. The 3 Ancient Chant, again, these 6 cards help you tribute summon in addition to your normal summon. And also, it just helps you end the game a lot of the times. The 1 Monster Reborn, which is going to be searched with Millennium Revelation. I only run these 2 at 1 because it's searchable by Guardian Slime. I used to try to run multiple copies of it, but it is kind of hard to always have an Egyptian God in your hand. So that's the reasoning behind that. The new Pot of Disparity card, which is the only reason this deck is playable. This entire archetype is now dependent on this one singular card, at least for the pure Egyptian God build. So hopefully it's not $1,000, but it will be. The 1 Blaze Cannon, again, if you already have the Winged Dragon of Ra in your hand, either because you searched it earlier or you just drew it, Blaze Cannon is a game ender. Your opponent can't do anything about it. the 3 Thunderforce Attack, the 3 Fist of Fate, and the 3 Exchanging Souls. So all the new support man is in here. I don't leave out a single card, I don't think, actually. Oh no, there's a trap card, which is just terrible, awful, not good. I think you like game line. Just don't never even look at it. It's disgusting. The Archfiend's Oath, the 3 of these, it helps you. The cool thing is it's not once per turn. This is not like a normal spell. It's a continuous spell, so you can use it every single turn. You can use it with the True Name, or with Dark Magical Circle, with Card Advance, the whole 9 yards. And a lot of it you're going to be able to grab. Like, let's say you have an Archfiend's Oath. A lot of the time you're going to have this in your hand. You're going to be able to search either a Dark Magical Circle or Card Advance. That way you can grab basically whatever you want, or hopefully you grab what you need. And then I talked about the Millennium Revelation, the 3 Dark Magical Circle. As soon as this gets replaced with actual Egyptian God support, with the same idea of being able to stack, this deck will be the bee's knees. And last but not least, with the main deck, we have Metal Reflex Slime. The extra deck's pretty simple and honestly a little goofy, if you want my opinion. The 3 Egyptian God Slime, that's a must. That's not debatable. I run 3 of the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon and 3 of the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. There aren't a lot of rank 10s. Honestly, you might want to put more number 35s, or maybe you want to replace these with Nightmare Unicorn and stuff, but you're not going to have that many monsters on the field, to be honest with you. And these rank 10s are actually quite good. I mean, well, these 2 in particular are great, and also you saw I was able to raise Obelisk up to 8,000 attack, which is just really cool. Everything else is like, I don't know, unaffected by card effects. That's okay. Detach 1 material to target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy him. That's pretty good too. This is just another generic rank 10. This one you probably would just take out altogether. This is a 4,000 attack body, so I think it's tied with a lot of these, but when this monster, and this is another rank 10, this is number XX Utopic Dark Infinity. When a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can attach 1 materials card, then target that monster special summon. So they do have certain utility effects. I just don't use them very often, if that makes sense. So really, these are the 2 only useless ones. Everything else you can kind of get away with. And I'll just go over the names real quick because I think I kind of did it quickly. I'm sorry about that. Number XX Utopic Dark Infinity. This is Galaxy Eye Cypher X Dragon, new card. Number 99 Utopic Dragon. The Sky Palace Gengardier. Sure, I'm sorry about that. Number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. I already talked about Gustav Max. And number 35 Ravenous Tarantula. Really awesome card. So that's going to do it for today's deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this deck, what you guys would change about it, and your experiences if you do use it. I would love to know. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.